we just thought that we've just finished a networking event, and we thought that we would share a little bit with you about what it is like to come networking online and face to face with MPWR. So fortunately, some of our lovely networking members have said that they would share some of their insights with us. So first of all, I'm going to have a chat with Pascal Turnbull. Pascal, are you happy to tell us what you get out of networking?
I'd love to tell you what I get out of networking, Claire. The biggest thing I get out of networking is friendship, camaraderie, and most of all, fun. I love it. It gives me a real shot in the arm of positivity. You can't believe that just talking to people on a screen could make you feel so happy, but it does. And I wouldn't miss it for the world, because it's one of the best days in my working week. I love it.
Thanks, Pascal. And I think some people get a bit nervous about coming networking and they think it's all very formal, but actually it's great fun.
No, it's just us being silly and having a laugh and sharing what we know. And we all know something, so it's good. It's great.
Thanks for that, Pascal. So Diane, are you happy to share a little bit about what you get out of coming networking?
Absolutely. So I think when you work for yourself, especially at the moment, it's so easy to feel a little isolated and sort of caught up in your own world and your own problems. And what's really lovely when you come to these online networking sessions is you realise you're not on your own. You're not doing it on your own. Other people have the same problems, the same issues, but also the same successes that you can celebrate as well. And it just helps you feel more part of a community, and knowing that you've got other women that have got your back and are willing to help you out if you ever need a hand.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Diane. And that's a really important point, isn't it? The isolation of being in lockdown and the isolation of being a self-employed person. It's a bit of a double whammy. So thanks for that. Yeah. Elena, are you happy to share what you get out of networking?
I will not be very original because it really resonates to what's been said already. For me, it's all about connection. Being self-employed is a lonely business, extremely rewarding, extremely exciting, sometimes challenging, but it's also lonely. Networking helps with that a lot.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Eleanor. And, you know, I think that's an important thing that we can all remember, isn't it? We do tend to get a bit stuck in our own worlds, and getting out and meeting other people and getting that reassurance is really powerful. Jacqueline, are you happy to give us a little bit of an insight into what you get out of networking?
Yes, of course, Claire. Like everybody else, you know, I work on my own by myself. I live in a small village, so online networking is really, really good for me. It means I don't have to travel, I don't have to park, I don't have to think about where to get to places. So I can connect with women all over the country if I want with the networking. And it's really supportive. And I'm one of those people, I was very nervous about networking. I'm not naturally a very social person, but this is a really fantastic supportive group. There's a lot of cross-pollination, cross-fertilization. There's a lot of support. I find out about other people's jobs, you know, and I get to know people as well, which is lovely. I get to know women who are just like me and different from me. And, you know, we get to support each other. It's brilliant.
Fab. Thank you for that, Jacqueline. And it's great to hear that you're enjoying it, even though you were a little bit nervous. So Kate, tell us a little bit about what you get out of networking. You're muted, my darling.
Sorry.
You're still muted.
Sorry, I think we all muted ourselves at the same time now. I find that the community spirit it's absolutely essential for me. Like other people have said, I'm a lone worker as well. And that sort of little community, I find if I'm stuck with something in my business that I need help with, I don't have a team to ask. So these guys, you are my team, you are my little family that I can sort of go to. And somebody always knows how to help, what an answer is, or they're able to sort of direct as well to somebody else that might know. So it's a great sort of hive of information, and it's just so lovely to be able to have that when you just don't have that backup yourself.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Kate. And that's really important, isn't it? Having people that you can go to and just ask questions of and say, I don't know how this works. Hannah, are you happy to share something about what you get out of networking?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to sort of mimic everyone else, but it's about the community. But also, as Kate said, it's about that hive mind. I've only been in business for 4 months, and it is challenging starting a business, especially during this time. And having all of the people at Empower supporting me and championing me and giving me hints and tips along the way has been absolutely brilliant. And I don't think I'd be where I am 4 months into my business if it wasn't for a group like this.
Oh, fab. Thanks for that, Hannah. And I think people forget that everybody's happy to share what they know. We just have to ask, don't we? Paulina, tell us a little bit about what you get out of networking.
Hi. So I think for me, it's definitely about connections, you know, about meeting new people, sort of share experiences as well, you know, finding out how they have coped with, you know, personally as well. It's not just about the business. It's mostly about, you know, meeting new people and just finding out, you know, who they are really, because again, for myself, it's the most important thing is if I was to ever, for example, recommend somebody, it's to sort of find out who they are as a person, you know, so I can trust them. Do I like them? And so this is a great forum basically to get to know people pretty well. And like I said, not just with regards to the business, but also what kind of person they are, and share their experiences as well.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Paulina. And yeah, the shared experience is really important, isn't it? Especially when you work on your own. Andrea, are you happy to share a little bit about what you get out of networking?
Oh, absolutely. So I don't think I can really add very much to what everybody else has said, because I just agree with all of it. All of you ladies, you know, you're my friends, you're my colleagues. And when I first started my business, I really missed that. You know, I miss not being part of a wider community, and Empower really gave me that. And it gives me an opportunity to really get to know people and get to know their networks, and for them to get to know me. And that is so important in business. You know, my business has been built on word of mouth, and Empower has been a huge part of that, because not only am I sort of networking, and I think it's so much more than networking, but not only am I networking with you, I'm networking with all of your networks as well. I mean, I'm connected to tens of thousands of people that I wouldn't be able to reach if it wasn't for Empower, you know, and everyone is so supportive, and they're friendly, and they're there for you when you have your lows, and they're also there for you when you have your wins. And it's just incredible. It's a lovely family, and I love being part of it.
Oh, that's a lovely sort of warm feel good, isn't it? Thank you for that, Andrea. And Nikki, are you happy to share something about your experience of networking?
I am. Thank you. I've been in business for 14 years, so that's 14 years of different types of networking. And what's different for me about networking now that I've got my Empower family, is that it's not stilted elevator pitches and backslapping, and it's relationship building, it's learning, it's women supporting women. It's so welcoming. And personally and professionally, I've had so many successes through it, and on the flip side of that, have been able to support other people when they've needed it. And that really, for me, is what online networking and Empower is all about. So I'm very grateful.
Oh, fab. Thank you for that, Nikki. So we hope we've given you a little bit of an insight into what it's really like